self-staking interface. Self-staking interface is now live in a very sort of rough first format. The reason is that we want a full upgrade on Liquid, but you can now enter the form on the Empower webpage and actually file your assets, and then we obviously come back with the paperwork, etc. And I was actually planning on doing a webinar this week on this, but I want to improve it a little bit more. So for next week, we're going to do that. On the institutional side, we have institutions that are now ready and going, and they are just waiting for us to stake, which is good. So I'm not concerned at all about that. So that's looking very, very good. And the more we work with this, the more powerful this is. We see how universal this is in terms of making YEM more liquid. Always said, and to be clear on this, we're talking about several revenue streams, but in relation to Empower, the most clear ones is revenue stream 1, which is the power staking program. Very simple. It's just about deposits, and you can withdraw your funds again. And then you have the self-staking program where you list an asset and you actually make money from the asset appreciation as well. So it's actually two sides to the same coin. Although it's not a coin, it's actually a triangle with many sides to it. So we believe that this is going to grow very, very fast. And like I said, I'm improving the material and we're improving the interfaces to make it easier for everybody to work with this. Getting a lot of very good and constructive questions, but remember revenue stream 1 is very, very simple and straightforward. As you know, we're running this special campaign, which means that when you deposit 1,000 up to 25,000 in packages, you get extra trading power. In addition to that, we have the special campaign that is going throughout June, which is very, very strong. As you know, referrals, if you refer $100,000 or more, you have the same amount in liquid tokens as well. The first million deposited receives 30% extra. Top 10 producers, and also you have the staked YEM is generating extra liquid, and also free IXI Gold tokens. I'm fast forwarding through this because you have heard me take you through this in detail before, but as you saw, now the profit allocations are going spot on time, and everybody got their bonuses for May in these special campaigns, which means that June will be very easy for us to allocate as well. After June, we're not going to do these generous extras anymore, so there's another 2 weeks to go if you want to get some volume in. After that, obviously, it's a very, very attractive offer. We'll be doing spot campaigns instead, but this is the Kickstarter that we are doing. Sorry, went one slide too far. On support and sales, like I said, I will be doing a special webinar in about a week where we go through these things more in detail. And what this will be more like a training webinar specifically oriented about how to use the self-staking. This is going to be very easy actually, but we will focus on Jest alone, and we will actually record that to use as a call it a what would you say, almost like a universal step-by-step guide that we will be using. So because of that, we want to fine-tune the form a little bit more, and we're taking on board a few stakers right now, which as we're helping through this, we see the common questions as well, so we're doing an FAQ. On the back office side, we're making very good way. We have almost killed off all the backlog. The tech upgrade is good. Things are moving in and out of the system fast now, finally. And I'm happy to say that we're now digging through the last bits of the cards and IBANs. Other than that, it's all getting very nicely on track. Thanks to the tech upgrades. And also the profits and commissions last week went out on time for the Empower program, which is good. As you can see, the machine is working. On the profits, I actually wrote second profit payout, third, it should say. Today we already did all the profits and on time. You can see them in your wallets. Next payout is next Friday when we talk, and that will be the last one for June. And we go into July when some of you guys who entered in the middle of May are going to increase your profits as well, so that's nice too. As you guys know the process, I will go through this very quickly. You go to liquid.com/empower. You follow the form. Now, please look at the page. We made some changes today, this morning or just an hour ago. There is the self-staking form is out there now, and you can also have the Empower order form. One thing I want to emphasize is that we now allow the liquid asset management parts to go in there as well. This is instead of or together with YEM 50%. So you can't do, for instance, YEM 50% and liquid 50%. So it's either or a combination thereof. But we have a lot of interest in this going forward right now, which is great. We'll go through some of the questions here now, and I'll see about some. So one question here, which is very relevant, is the merger on track for the end of this month? Yes and no. The merger is on. We're waiting for the lawyers to finish a shareholders meeting notice that will go out. I'm hoping for Tuesday, Wednesday next week, and then the merger will go on. So the merger is on track, actually. And it's a few days late, really, but that's all, which is very good. So this is on track very well, and valuation-wise, it's looking better than I expected, but I don't want to promise any numbers. A question about more listed assets. We are expecting more listed assets. We wanted to sort out the self-staking before we took in. We actually have a queue of assets coming in. So from, I would say, not next week, but the next week after, we will be doing more of these as well. That's that. Now, from next Tuesday, Wednesday, we're going to start doing the new format of the land payouts, which I will be presenting on Tuesday evening. I know you have some questions about that too. I will get back to you on the Tuesday webinar with information about that. That will probably make it work as simple and swiftly as the cash payouts we're doing every Friday. So, like I said, it's a work in progress. The machine is working. It's starting to work better and better. We need to put some oil in it. And it's looking good. So, guys, that's all from me for today. I will see you next Friday on the next sales webinar. And Tuesday, remember, we have this. But as always, now we publish the weekly webinar schedule every Monday. So have a nice weekend, everybody. Thanks for listening. And I will see you next week. Thank you so much. Bye. Oh, by the way, remember, German and French versions of this webinar tomorrow. Same time, same place. Have a good one.